Hey guys, welcome back to Dan Kavanagh Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in. It actually feels good to be back. I feel like I've been gone a long time. It's been a few weeks. Some of you may know from my last video that I had a hard drive crash and I've been trying to recover from that. Ended up having to put in a new hard drive into my computer. It's insured through a company called Azurion or something like that. So they did that for me. It cost me $99. And in the end, it's probably going to be better. It's a solid state drive, so it's much faster. And it's got Windows 11, which I don't know what the big difference between 11 and 10 is, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to recover my old data, though. I can read my old hard drive, but I haven't been able to access my data. The regular computer files are there. But I know the data's there because it's just as full as it's ever been, and I'll get there. So I've had to kind of start over, re-edit a bunch of videos, videos and photos. But you know, whatever. We move on. Enough of that stuff. So as I said in my last short little video that I did, I'm still giving away this Nikon lens. It's the 35 to 70 3.3 to 4.5. It's a f mount, automatic focus, zoom. So I'm looking forward to giving away that as soon as I hit 500 subs. So please subscribe. So this video is actually kind of twofold. It's one I started a little while ago. I want to talk about camera bags on part of it here. I think as photographers, we're always on the lookout for the perfect bag. And I don't think there's one perfect bag for everything. I think we need to have several bags and use them for the intention and purpose of what we're doing at the time, because we don't always need to drag all of our gear with us. But a lot of times I like to just take one lens, my camera, and go. If I'm street photography, or if I'm doing especially if I'm hiking or something like that, I'll usually take one lens. But then a lot of times I find myself wishing I just had one more lens. So I've been looking for a small bag that I can put one lens in and maybe a bottle of water or something, and that's about it. I've tried a couple that I just haven't cared for, but I recently picked up the Tarion. It's a sling bag, goes over the shoulder, and the sling goes across the chest. It's not super small, does carry quite a bit of gear, but I'm going to go ahead and do a review on this. May as well. Tarion is a company, a German company that makes all sorts of camera accessories. You may know who they are. I wish this was made in Germany. Unfortunately, it's made in China, but I think this was 50 bucks on Amazon. If it was made in Germany, it probably would have been 150 bucks on Amazon and done the same purpose. It's got lots of great pouches and storage space, plenty of room to carry an extra lens, maybe some filters, bottle of water, you know, things like that. So lots of room in there, and it's lightweight. And I like the way it fits. That's the most important thing, right? I mean, that's what these things are all about. It's how they kind of fit as you're walking around with them. It's water resistant, but it also does come with a pouch to put over it, or cover to put over it if it rains. So to test this out, I had a trip already planned to go to the Sutro Baths in San Francisco. It's a you know, it's ruins of the city from back in the 20s and 30s when they had this thing going on. It's down by the ocean. It's got amazing views of the ocean. I've never been there. My whole life I've lived in the San Francisco Bay Area. I've been to San Francisco tons of times. I've never been there. And the reason I'm going is because I'm with a group that I met through Meetup. Now, I highly recommend getting on Meetup. If you don't know what it is, it's MEETUP. And whatever interest you have, if you're looking for other people that share the same interest and want to do something together, it's there. Photography, so I'm on several photography groups on Meetup. They have, if you're into hiking, they have that, yoga, exercise, bicycling, wine tasting, whatever you're into. If you don't have friends that want to share the same interest, you can find people there. And I recommend it. I do it on purpose because it sets photography trips up and kind of gets me to get out there and shoot, which is the most important thing. And then you get to meet other photographers. So I highly recommend Meetup for photography or any other interest. And this is not endorsed by Meetup. It's just something that I think is a good thing for everybody. So I had this trip already planned. So I went ahead and said, okay, let's do the bag. That'll be the first trip. So with that, let's get this video going, and we'll take care. I'll talk to you soon. All right, so what do I have in this bag? So basically my MO is to run around with my camera on my strap around my neck. I start with most cases, the 24 to 70, so it's good to go. Bringing the D850 today, but the idea is to have an extra lens and a few other extra things in case I need it. And so this small bag I think could be totally perfect for this. Inside here I've got my 70 to 200, and I also have my set of filters. I think some ND filters might be good today. And then on the side I have this miniature, travel tripod. Haven't tried this one yet. Feels flimsy. I'm not a big fan of these types of tripods anyway. And then I have some snacks. I got a water and some snacks in case I get hungry. But that's going to be it for today. Now it is freezing out here and windy, so I don't know how good today is going to be. It's kind of a weird hour to be here. My group is getting here from 12 to 2. I don't know what kind of light we're going to get. We got some high surf. We've had high surf for the last week and a half. And it could rain. Just go with the flow. Okay, so right now I am at Land's End Lookout, San Francisco. You can look out. It's a pretty remarkable view of the ocean. Now, I've lived in the Bay Area my whole life. This is a spot I've never been. I've been to San Francisco countless times. But from this particular lookout, besides whatever, it's a special part of the National Park Service as well. There's trails that go down. It goes to the Sutro Baths, which are an iconic San Francisco landmark. You can also, there's a trail that walks down. You can see the entrance with the Golden Gate Bridge into the bay, and at sunset, whatever, you can get some pretty neat images. Because today is freaking cold. It's really windy, and I don't know how it's going to go. I think long exposures are probably going to be out of the question in this weather, especially with that silly little tripod. So it's either going to go or it's not. But anyway, the photography group should be here shortly, and that should do it. This little backpack, yeah, so far so good. It goes on well. I like where it sits on the back. I got it loaded pretty good. Anyway, keep a lookout, figure it out. Alright, so here I am down right in the middle of the Sutro Baths. You can't imagine the crazy stuff that went on here in the 20s. If these rocks could talk, with their very famous San Francisco ruins, always open to the public and can make some really interesting photography. Take a quick look. And we got the amazing ocean crashing behind us. Really pretty killer sky. Clouds kind of breaking up here and there. So let's see what we get. Okay, so overall, I was happy with the pictures that I got. I had the D850 out there. But it was kind of cut short because it started to pour rain. I'm probably 3/4 of a mile to a mile away from my truck, and it is pouring. That was kind of the end of the trip. Now, it got soaking wet. I'm so glad I had the D850 with me. It had the 24 to 70 on it, and it got soaking wet. Just another testament to the weather resistance of that camera. I wasn't too stressed about that. Now, the my bag was water resistant, but I didn't. I wasn't sure how good it was going to do with this rain that was just drenching us. Did not make sense to stop, open it up while it's pouring rain, to put the cover on it to try to get it less wet than it already was. So it's like, screw it, truck on as fast as we can to get back to the car, which is what I did. And I have to tell you that when I opened it, everything inside was totally dry. So even though it's just rated as water resistant, it took a downpour for a good 20 minutes. So way to go, Tarion. It passed its first test. So there's that. We'll keep an eye on this bag. I'll keep using it. So that's that. Again, I was happy with the pictures that I did get. It was kind of cut short, but I recommend visiting this place. It's Land's End. It's got great views of the ocean, trails. You can walk down to the Golden Gate Bridge, which is where we were headed, down there when it started to pour rain. Wasn't a great day, honestly, to go look at the bridge with the weather, but whatever. You know, it was out fun. Just meeting, hanging with photographers. So that's it, guys. Once again, don't forget about the lens. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, but most importantly, like I always say, keep shooting. I'm out. Take care. See you the next one.